Holloway. This is my new home. High walls, large gates and keys I can never hold. My smile has disappeared. I can no longer reflect a smile. I must have left it at the gate when the officer pulled up my hair, confirming it was a wig, and stripped me of my smile. It was zipped away in a bag and would be returned to me on release, because in here, there is only pain and anger. This must be where you come to die. It felt like I had been buried, but no funeral was held in my memory, so my spirit was left to linger, floating around in limbo before I finally got to hell. I'm asked to fill out a form for the meal I'd eat the next day, but when feeding time comes, there's no meal for me. Instead, I'm reminded that this isn't a hotel, so the other me speaks out on our behalf. If I paid to stay in a hotel and was brought here, I would ask for my money back. Silly spirit girl, don't you know that straight red pen to our file? I hear a knock at my cell door. I found this weird since I couldn't actually open the door to let anyone in. You're being shipped off to Morton Hall. Make sure you packed all your belongings by morning. That's a foreign national prison, miss. I'm British, miss. I don't need to go there, miss. 11-year-old me cries out for help and the floods return with no warning. It's either there or the block for refusing orders, and with the salam of the flap, the conversation was over. My cellmates comfort me from behind their doors. It's gonna be okay, be strong echoes through the walls. Had I actually made genuine friends in this place where dreams come to die one application at a time? Judgment Day again. It felt like I had been sentenced twice, but this time I wasn't present for the final hearing. Thrown into another van off to a distant land. Call me superstitious, but I knew something was wrong. What kind of prison has sofas sitting on carpet and magazines for the criminals to enjoy? What were they buttering us up for? A great feast with fresh foreign national meat, of this I was sure. I see a familiar face from my time in Holloway in the dining hall, but I can't say hello yet. Newbies sit together until after induction. Game face, Brenda. The other me reminds me to fix up and look sharp. My conversation is cut short with a tap on the shoulder. It's that familiar face with sad eyes and a huge smile. We hug, and with one whisper my fears of this place come to light. Be careful what you sign here. And as if nothing was said, now talking at full tone, I'm happy to see you here. Meet me at the benches for a chat, yeah? It's like I had come full circle. The faces I thought had been snatched in the middle of the night from Holloway had been found. No longer missing pieces to my prison puzzle. It was all coming together, and I was about to find out exactly what made up the final image. My documents are all wrong here. They've missed out my VOTL and HDC dates. Here I'm a foreign national, so I wasn't allowed to have weekend release or the possibility of tag. Those privileges were for British inmates. Instead, my dates were replaced with an early removal date, something I had not yet heard of. Just sign the paperwork, and if the dates are wrong, we'll fix it closer to the dates. I'm advised by an officer. Be careful what you sign here. Be careful what you sign here. The voice in my head won't stop repeating those words, so I refuse to sign, automatically labelling myself as a disobedient inmate. I was no longer in limbo. My spirit had returned to my body. I had finally reached hell, and P.O. Foley was a gatekeeper, passing judgment where he saw fit. Now I was being sentenced to crimes I had no hand in. This is the land where white people live. The people who taught us it was okay to shout racist comments as long as it was followed by the magic statement, I'm not racist. My brother's girlfriend's daughter's best friend is black. The people who apparently freed us from slavery, only for it to be reborn in a form of the justice system, created by white people, with white laws passed in white rooms before white judges who passed judgment on white paper. The people who took what was rightfully ours from us and sold it back to us for an arm and a leg which we cut from our own people. And for so many years I've been committing crimes unknown to me. The crime of being black, and the sentence was deportation. Back to the people who called my mum for money. The ones who only ever saw me as the girl who spoke their language well for a British girl. The ones whose kids never had to pick them off the ground because they heard fireworks and thought they were bombs. The ones who believed that London was a land of dreams. I swear they believe money grew on trees. A little shake here and a little shake there, and all your problems can disappear. The ones too blind to see that this is the land where dreams come to be trapped. In prison cells, deportation centres and mental homes. Tower blocks, postcode wars, knife crime, gun crime. Here we are the murderers and the victims, sacrificing each other for a piece of the dream. Fam. Blood. Allow me though. I had arrived at Downview. The slang, smiles and laughter were my welcome songs. The officers here were from the ends and judged me for my crime, not my race. Home was starting to feel closer than ever. And pretty soon I could eat my mum's stew and rice cooked with proper seasoning and served on an actual plate. My days at Morton Hall had now become tales that I told to warn others that slavery was still alive, and didn't end like in the books they told us in school of our fake history, turning our strong minds into weak minds until we're forced to repeat lies that we hear and see. In fact, the same people that apparently freed us are the same people that still hold us captive. In council flats our kids will die protected. The roads our ancestors built are now repainted with the blood of what's left of our bloodline. Every life matters, but only black people are dying, being locked up and sectioned. How can we come together when half of our population has been thrown into different slave establishments, disguised as centres of rehabilitation, designed to accommodate those who display behaviours of anger, aggressive body language, and those known to have violent tendencies. Black people. Light skin, dark skin, bleach skin, black. Brazilian hair, Malaysian hair, contoured to hide your features, to them you'd always be black. So let's stop the pain by breaking the chains to help free each other. Instead of being slaves to a system that tells us to hate each other. Hate, rob, kill until we wipe out each other. I am born, not given a choice to be born, just born. Shot out of my seed coat for my leaves to grow. Yet again not given a choice of which part of the earth I will grow. From baby to toddler, from toddler to child, and so on. Now imagine that child is you. I am unchained.